How's it going, everyone? We do have the PlayStation Plus monthly catalog titles for the month of June, and I imagine that a lot of people are gonna say this month is trash. I don't think it's all too trash. I actually think there's some good stuff in here. Maybe you guys might disagree. I've been pretty complimentary towards PlayStation Plus Essential as a whole. It's really PlayStation Plus Extra and PlayStation Plus Premium that I go after, and more than anything, PlayStation Plus Extra, I just think, has lost so much value with the price increase, which makes it all a little bit more egregious. But let's run down the monthly June catalog titles, and also they did confirm Days of Play here will be kicking off shortly, and there's a lot of other ongoing events as a part of all of the festivities with Days of Play, so on and so forth. But the PlayStation Plus June monthly catalog titles for Essential subscribers will be SpongeBob SquarePants The Cosmic Shake, AEW Fight Forever, and Streets of Rage 4. Now, SpongeBob SquarePants The Cosmic Shake, let's break each game down. Cosmic Shake is a pretty solid game. I think they were very surprised, THQ Nordic that is, on how well SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated did, and then they did the Cosmic Shake, and I thought it was a solid platformer, all things considered. Now, this isn't the type of game that I feel like everybody will really enjoy. I feel like if you're if you have a nostalgic attachment towards SpongeBob, I was about to say if you're a SpongeBob fan, but I don't know. Do you grow out of your SpongeBob fan? Bro, if you put on some SpongeBob right now, you damn right I'm gonna watch it. So, if you're a SpongeBob fan, we don't gotta be embarrassed about it. If you're a SpongeBob fan, you're gonna enjoy this game. I don't gotta say some nonsense like, if you have a nostalgic attachment towards SpongeBob. Nah, you guys are still fans. If you watch SpongeBob growing up, you're still a fan of SpongeBob. And these games I find to be pretty enjoyable. They aren't blowaway titles. I think if you go into it expecting a Nintendo tier platformer, you are going to be disappointed. But I would say the games have their level of charm. I would say you can certainly enjoy the games as a whole, and they are competent and well done games, all things considered. I didn't like Cosmic Shake as much as Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, but honestly, I do have to go back and play Cosmic Shake again. I played Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated actually fairly recently again, so probably should go back and play this one as well. Quirky story here as well. Features a note, unlock classic and new platforming skills like the fishhook swing and karate kick, don more than 30 fantastic costumes like Snail Bob and SpongeGar, travel to 7 distinct Wish worlds like Wild West Jellyfish Fields and Halloween Rock Bottom, experience all the buddy movie banter with SpongeBob's permanent companion Balloon Patrick, meet all your favorite Bikini Bottomites from the series voiced by their original actors, brand new soundtrack from the composers of Battle for Bikini Bottom, plus dozens of songs from the series. So there you go with that. That's kind of the headlining game, but I really wouldn't put any of these games above the other. AEW Fight Forever. Oh boy, oh boy. When this game was coming out, or when this game was initially announced, I think there was a lot of excitement around just another potential player in the wrestling game market. Remember when when it was found out that AEW was gonna be doing a game, I want to say WWE 2K20 had just come out. Yeah, that was the one that was like an absolute abomination, and then they took a year off and brought out 2K22, which totally revitalized the series, and then, since then, the games have been fairly good. Like, if you're a wrestling game fan, you'll enjoy 2K22, 23, and 24. Like, I feel all three of those games have been pretty good. Now, what AEW Fight Forever does is mechanically, it's a totally different game than the WWE games. WWE focuses more on the sim aspect of it. Fight Forever is a super arcadey, quick-paced, fast-paced, arcade wrestling game. I've heard it takes a lot back from like the No Mercy days. I'm too young to like remember No Mercy, so it's like I can't talk about that, but if that's the case, hey, more power to you. There's enjoyable aspects to this game, and foundationally, there's something good. There's some absolutely egregious stuff. First of all, this game shouldn't have been $60 right out the gate. It's really like a $20, $30 budget title. It is severely lacking in content. The single-player component is like terrible. And like the roster, they're still coming up with like DLC updates, and they charge like pretty hefty prices for like minimal roster updates, and the roster from the get-go was already, I don't want to say barren, but it had its issues already right out the gate. CM Punk is in there, so like, yo, CM Punk, like, you can play as him. Cody's in there as well, like, if you guys don't know the story. Well, stories attached to more so CM Punk than Cody, but Yeah, funny that you can see both of them in this game. But yeah, like, it's fine as a plus title. I would say, like, mess around with it. Like, visually, it is terrible as well, so, like, bear that in mind. But as far as, like, just nonsensical fun, you can have that. And the game is super, super bare bones. Like, it doesn't have commentary either. It just, like, plays the soundtrack of the game, you know, like the licensed music in the background during the matches. It's actually wild how bare bones this game was, and they thought they could get a $6 price tag out of it. But nevertheless, as a plus title, like, I think it's totally fine. And I would say check it out. I think some of you guys might be like, you could have like an hour or two of comedic fun with it. So that's my 2 cents on that. Absolutely, if you pay $60 for it, you got like robbed. You got robbed and then some. And then lastly, we do have Streets of Rage 4, which is an awesome addition. Streets of Rage 4, to me, is probably the highlight of this lineup of games. Streets of Rage 4 is awesome. If you're a fan of beat-em-ups, this game has such a slick presentation style. The visuals are great. Gameplay is really, really enjoyable. If you want to play with a friend, you can take advantage of that as well. And I'm not like a huge Streets of Rage guy from, like, you know, growing up. Streets of Rage was not a franchise that I was super attached to, but this definitely has that nostalgic vibe, and it's really, really good to find that vibe or that style where you can harken back to nostalgia, but also be modern enough that new audiences can jump and play it. And I think they did that from a gameplay standpoint, a visual standpoint, presentation. It's a really, really well done beat 'em up, and really happy that this is available on Plus Essential. I don't recall if it was a Plus Extra title at some point. It may have been, but it definitely isn't now. At least I don't think so. Is Streets of Rage 4 available on Plus Extra? It definitely was available on Xbox Game Pass, and it was available on Game Pass day one, so there you go with that. Those are the 3 titles. I think, you know, I've been seeing a lot of people crap on this month. I don't think it's that bad, and the thing is, I think with all 3 of these games, they're gonna be games that most people at least haven't checked out 1 or 2 of them. Like, I highly doubt there are people out there, except crazy people like me, and, you know, like, I do this for a living, so it's like, you know, it's kind of my job to play all these games. But bro, who out there has played SpongeBob SquarePants, The Cosmic Shake, AEW Fight Forever, and Streets of Rage 4? I would imagine that is a very, very few amount of people, and that's generally speaking the problem we have a lot of the times when I talk about these Plus Essential updates, that people are like, hey, I played all these games, I have these games in my library, so on and so forth. But I don't think that could be the case with a month like this with SpongeBob, AEW Fight Forever, and Streets of Rage 4. So check them out, and I think some of you guys will find some enjoyment out of these games, even if they're not the biggest things in the world. Streets of Rage 4 especially, and even, you know, as kind of trash as AEW Fight Forever is, I think there is some fun to be had when you're getting it as a part of a subscription service and not paying $60 for it, because the $60 didn't even get you all the content. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.